book travel or you got overrides, and you also get paid on the last day of the month if you book some travel or you had overrides and those checks are coming to you. So everybody agrees that IntelliTravel, pretty much that's one stream of income. They're just going to pay you twice in a single month, possibly, if you earned it. Remember, with IntelliTravel, you got to do the work in order to get paid, and the people must go on their trip before you get paid. So that's IntelliTravel. Now I want to go back to Planet Marketing. Uh, every time you do something with Planet Marketing and you earn income, I'm going to let you know when you get paid, why you got paid, and where the money came from. So going back to that $200 investment that you made, when you paid your $200 to get started, you went out and you helped someone else start their business. So the company, when you personally help someone get started, the company is going to pay you a direct sale commission. Now write down number one and next to it, write direct sale commission and put $50, however it works for you. You don't have to put the words, you could just put $50. I just want you to understand every time you help someone, the company is going to pay you $50. It is unlimited. It is paid out on a weekly basis. It's supposed to be paid on Fridays, but I've always received mine on Thursdays, but it may depend on your bank. So next to it, just put the word Thursday, or you can put Friday, depending on when you get paid. But I put Friday on my paper. Now, because it's a weekly basis, anything we do by midnight on Sunday, Eastern Standard Time, we get these $50 bills on the following week, Thursday. So it's really not a check in the hole, because if you do something by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you're going to get paid in a few days, that being on a Thursday. So I want you to write that down. Now, this is what's key. When that person paid that $200 investment to get started, when they purchased their ITA, okay, $50 from that money goes to you, the person who helped them get started. So of that $200, $50 is going to you. Everybody got that? Now, here's another stream of income. It is the second stream of income, and that second stream of income is a 50% check match. The 50% check match is absolutely amazing, because what happens is, remember I told you I text my sponsor and told her she was getting some do nothing money? Every single time I signed somebody up in the business, I got my $50. They gave her a 50% check match of $25. So write that down for number two. You can put 50% check match, you can put $25, whatever that means to you. And this too is paid out on a weekly basis, the same way that other money was paid. So you can probably put next to that Thursday, unless, of course, your checks are coming on Friday. Hopefully everybody understands that this is unlimited. Now, let's go back to the $200 that was made. I got started in the business and I paid, my sponsor earned $50. And then I signed somebody up. My sponsor earned $25. Do you know that 50 and that $25 came from the same place? When the $200 is paid for a person to get started, 50 goes to the sponsor who started them, $25 goes as a 50% check match to whoever their sponsor is. Hopefully you are still with me. If not, let me know. That also is paid out on those days, so make sure you put next to it Thursday or Friday. Here is a third stream of income. It's a team bonus. Team stands for together, everyone achieves more. I say together, everyone achieves money, because these $10 team bonuses, they run from $10 all the way up to $60. So let's just say, for instance, they're running from 10 all the way up to 60. I'm going to talk about it later, how those $60 are dispersed. But right now, I want you to know that when that person pays that $200 to get started, $50 comes out of that 200 to pay the sponsor. $25 comes out of there to pay the sponsor's sponsor. And then 10 all the way up to $60. So let's say $60 comes out of there. And that $60 is paying $10 to the Goal Builder 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5-star director. So that's a total of $135. 50 plus 25 plus 60 is $135. So every time a person gets started in business, that money is distributed from the $200 investment. Now, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but I think this is the appropriate time to mention this. If for some reason that person quits within those first 30 days, remember the company gives them 30 days in which to check the business out. If they quit within those 30 days, the company says, we're going to return your money. If they return the money back to that person, it has to come back from you. Remember, you got paid when they invested. If they no longer are invested, you're going to get a negative in your back office showing that the $50 is snatched from you, the $25 is snatched from your sponsor, and those series of 6 levels of $10 bills are snatched from whoever got them. If for some reason you have a negative balance and there's no money in your account, whenever you receive a check from Planet Marketing, it will be subtracted from that money. So hopefully everybody is still with me. And those $10 team bonuses are also paid out on the 10th of, on the weekly basis. So put Thursday next to that, okay? Now, if nobody has questions, I'm going to move on. Does anybody have any questions about what I've shared so far? Okay, moving on. Now, I talked to you about this $10 team bonuses, but I got to tell you that there is a way that you get to the $10 team bonuses. You got to build a team. You can't actually make money from a team bonus if you haven't built a team. So you remember bronze, silver, gold. Of course, you're getting paid $50 when you go bronze. You got 3, no more than 5 people on your team. That means you made $150 up to $250. Silver builder, you made $300 up to $400 because you have 6 to 8 people on your team. Gold builder is when you hit the top of the builders program. You have a total of 9 people that you personally help get started. Now you're already made $450, but now you start tapping into that first level of the $10 team bonuses. So those are the first 3 levels. Now, with the $10 team bonus, instead of getting $50 when you help someone, as a gold builder, you earn 60. As a gold builder, instead of the 50% check match being just $25, it is now $35. And it runs throughout your organization to the next gold builder. Most people don't understand what that means. But what that means is, and let's just use myself, Janae, and Christina. I helped Janae get started, and I'm not a gold builder. I'm going to earn $50, and my sponsor is going to earn her $25. And if she's a gold builder, she'll get that extra 10. Now, let's say Christina gets started with Janae, but this time I am a gold builder, but Janae is not. Christina's going to get started. Janae's going to earn $50. I'm going to earn $35. My sponsor is not going to earn any $10 bills because I am a gold builder. She's a gold builder, but I'm closer to the transaction. Whoever is closest to the transaction in that downline or upline, that's who would get that first $10 team bonus. Now, hopefully everybody understands that. Here is what I call a fourth way to earn income. It's a 10% match on your personal travel commissions. Now, when I book travel, my sponsor gets a 10% match of every travel that I book because she's a gold builder. It doesn't matter if she's not a gold builder, that money doesn't go to the next gold builder. That's not how that particular bonus works. So just understand that if you book travel, your sponsor is a gold builder, they get a 10% match. But if they're not a gold builder, that money just stays with the company. It does not transfer to anyone else. Now, what I do is I have some people on my team that they book an awful lot of travel. it makes sense for me to be a goal builder because I don't want to leave any coins on the table. I have people that earn thousands of dollars in commission, and I love receiving 10%. I have a person that earned a $5,000 commission for booking a group trip. I got a $500 plus commission check also. I send him text messages periodically and I say, hey, thank you, because I'm getting ready to get some do nothing money. I love to get paid for the travel that I book, y'all, but I really like getting paid those overrides for travel that I didn't book. Now, write down in your notes that 10% match on your personal travel commissions, but also next to it, write down that is paid out on the 15th or the last day of the month, because that's when those particular travel commissions are paid out. Now, here's the fifth way to earn income. It's a 10% match on your personal reps matrix commission. But I want to rewind. Did anybody have questions about the travel commissions? And keep in mind, the money is still being paid out, because what happens is, remember we say IntelliTravel pays out 70 to 80% of the commission? If you're earning 70% of the commission, IntelliTravel gets 30%. But if you have a sponsor that is a goal builder, you get 70, that sponsor gets 10, IntelliTravel keeps 20, still coming up to 100%. Now, let's just say, for instance, your sponsor is a travel genius. Or excuse me, you're a travel genius. If you're a travel genius, that means you earn 80% of the commission. I'm a travel genius. So when I get paid my travel commissions, I earn 80%. My sponsor gets 10%, and IntelliTravel only keeps 10%. That's a win-win, y'all. It's still totaling up to 80%. Now, let's get back to this 10% match on your personal reps matrix commission. Anybody you personally help get started in business, once you're a goal builder, you get a 10% match of their matrix. So remember, in order for them to have a matrix that's open, they have to at least personally help two people get started. And when they do, that's when they tap into the $4 bills, but so do you as the overrides. Now, I'm going to open up all the levels of the matrix. Most people don't understand this. It's similar to a profit sharing pool. What I love most about the matrix is it's 3 wide by 9 levels deep. That's 3 wide by 9 generations deep. It's a force matrix. That means that when you have somebody that quits and they're in one of your spots, don't get upset, because at the end of every single month, the last day of the month, it compresses everybody upward, pays out 9 levels deep, and then decompresses at, after the payout has happened. So if you got some empty spots, just imagine somebody pushing everybody up, paying out for each level, and then releasing it so that it's back open. Now, what I think is absolutely amazing with these $4 bills is you are not the only person adding to what I called your profit sharing pool. So if you get started in business and you personally help two people, they're going to fall into this first seat and then your second seat. If you help a third person, they'll fall into your third seat. Now, I said possibly. Those first 3 people that you sign up, they're going to occupy your first level because it holds 3 people. Now, some people look at this diagram and they get confused. But remember, every person who gets started gets their own matrix. So let's just say this one at the top, this is my matrix. I signed up Janae, I signed up Christina, I signed up Marla. When I signed those 3 people up, they started their own matrix. That's why you see 3 underneath each of those 3 people. And so now, let's just say, for instance, Janae signed up her 3 people, and now they're getting their own matrix. So it's actually 3 people coming from each of those 3 people. If that's confusing to you, let me know now, and I'll figure out a better way to explain it. but if it's not, I'm going to keep going. But basically, everybody gets their own matrix. Anybody you sign up falls within your matrix. Anybody they sign up falls within your matrix. Now, because my matrix is only going 3 wide, if I sign up a fourth person, that fourth person is going to wrap around and either fall under this person, or this person. It depends on how hard you are running. If you get started in business and you start signing up people, you're going to fill your own seats. But let's just say Janae is like I was. When I got started, when I found out about this money, y'all, I took off. I filled my first, second, and third seat. The fourth person I signed up fell under the first person. The fifth person, the sixth person, the seventh person. I signed up 12 people, 11 people before my 12th seat got filled by my sponsor. One of her people fell and trickled down into this spot. So that person, although they're not personally on my team, I get paid $4 for them too, because they spilled over into my matrix. So when your sponsor signs somebody up, after these first 3 seats, they got to fall somewhere under these first 3 people. And that's why we call these first 3 seats the $1 million seats, because Mr. Shedrick White is the first person to sign up in Planet Marketing. He's in Planet Marketing's first seat. Miss Ann Jones is in Planet Marketing's second seat. Mr. Orlando Moore is in Planet Marketing's third seat. Shedrick White, millionaire. Mr. Moore, millionaire. Miss Jones, 6-figure income earner. Everybody else has to fall somewhere under those 3 people in the entire company into their matrix. Those $4 bills can make you extremely wealthy. Now, let me tell you about the $4 bills, because you got to know where they come from. You know, when your overhead is due for IntelliTravel, that $39.95, when you pay your $39.95, your sponsor gets $4. And 9 other people, notice I didn't say the sponsor and then her sponsor and up. 9 other people get $4 from that $39.95. So if you multiply 9 times 4, that's $36. Can you understand that they're only keeping $3.95 a month from your overhead? The rest goes out to pay us those $4 bills. And as you unlock every level of your matrix, those $4 bills can accumulate. Now, can you understand that there's some people who have only helped 3 people? And I don't care if when Janae becomes a 4-star director and she has over 1,500 people on her team, those people are going to trickle into you guys' matrix. But if you only have 3 people that you personally signed up, you're going to cap yourself out at $156 when those first 3 levels are full of your matrix. Even if it's got 1,000 people in your matrix, you will only earn max $156. How do you get your other money? Unlock another level by helping one more person. And if it's full, now you're at $480. You go to Silver Builder, that's 6 people you personally help. If Janae has so many people in her matrix that are in yours as well, as a Silver Builder, when all these levels are full, that's $4,368. Now, it sounds far-fetched, but I know several people who are in that situation where they're earning $4 for people that they didn't sign up and nobody personally on their team signed up. They just fail. They call it love from above, but we don't want you to just look up waiting for somebody to fall in your matrix. We don't want you to be a matrix rider. We want you to be a matrix driver. Drive your own matrix, make your own money, make somebody else excited. Now, when this thing is completely full, it holds 29,523 people. Now you're probably saying, where'd you get that number from? Because the first level holds 3. The second level holds 9, 27, but you got to add these numbers all the way down. And when you add all of these 9 numbers together, they come to 29,523. Notice that the money, 3 times 4 equals 12, but 9 times 4 does not equal 48. 9 times 4 equals 36, and you got to add the $12 to the $36. That's how you come up with $48. Hopefully that didn't confuse anybody. If you're still with me, stay quiet. If I lost you, say something. I don't hear anything. We moving on.
Saying something.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so on that $48, so it's the $12 from the first person, the level 1, and then plus what you max out on level 2.
Yes. So
okay.
if you think about it this way, Marla, you got 3 people on your first level, 3 times 4, that's $12. Now you just started building on your second level. It holds a maximum of 9 people. 9 times 4 is $36, but that first level is also full. So you get the 12 from this level, the 36 from this level. And so the total payout when these 2 levels are completely full would be for $48. As we say in the military,
okay,
clear as mud. Okay. And it
clear.
works it works that way all the way down. And so what I was saying is, if you guys been in more than a month, you probably done had somebody that's been quit on your team. And you like, they messing up my matrix. That spot is empty. That's what I meant by it compresses, fills up those empty spots, pays you, and then decompresses. Those people, their names are always going to be there. The spot's void, but their names will always be there. But don't let that trip you up. It's going to keep building. It's going to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And we want it to be deep. And so when Mr. Bradley says you don't have to wait until you got all these people, all you need is 2 people to tap into 1 cup of Starbucks coffee, because 2 people will get you a minimum of $8. And this is paid out on the 10th of every single month. So put down, this is number 6, $4, and put the 10. If you miss number 5, remember number 5 is a 10% match of everybody you personally help get started. When they unlock their matrix, you get a 10% match every month. My sponsor makes more from my matrix than I do, because say I have an even 100 people. She gets $400 from my matrix, so do I. But then she gets another $40 for the 10% override. So she gets $440 if I have an even 100 people. Anybody have questions about the matrix and these $4 bills and where they come from? The last thing I would tell you about the matrix is, if a person is on credit hold, that means they didn't pay their $39.95. That means you will not get your $4, okay? If they're currently active in the business, you'll get paid. Oh, and here's one more thing that I didn't tell you, but it's uber important. This matrix pays out on the 10th of every single month, but the cutoff, as I told you, the cutoff for the other money, the cutoff for this is 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the last day of the month. If you have a matrix with 1,000 people in it, that next month on the 10th, you're going to get $4 for each of those 1,000 people. But if your account's on credit hold the last day of the month, and you bring it current on the 1st, when the 10th come around, you're going to be a sad case, because you will not get paid because you were not eligible. Is there anybody confused about that one? I'm trying to make sure you don't miss your money. So you always need to make sure that you pay your overhead for your Planet Marketing business, so that you are never shut down. Your lights always got to be on, okay? If not, you will not get that money. And it doesn't matter if you see it at 1 a.m., that's the next day. It is later than 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you got to make sure you're in the right time zone, because you don't want to be that person that say, I thought it was 11:59 Central. No, you'll miss your money. Okay. Moving on. The last stream of income. This right here is our directorship program. This money is paid out on the first of every single month. The directorship bonuses, remember, to get this money, you have to be a gold builder and then make your way to directorship with a team of over 100 individuals balanced. What I mean by balanced is if Janae gets started in this business and I signed her up and Janae has 200 people on her team, Janae is a one-star director. If I don't have 100 people on my team balanced, I'm not a one-star director. I can only get a third from one person. So because 100 divided by 3 is 33.3, Janae can only give me 33 towards one-star directorship. And anybody else can do that. But the goal is you get 10 people and then help those 10 people get 10 people. And now you got everybody's a goal builder, everybody's eligible to work towards directorship, but more importantly, you balance. Now, do you have to have 10 all across like that? You do not. It just has to be a combination of some sort getting you to 100, but you can't have more than 33 people towards one star from one person. The very first person you sign up, you can get 34, but everybody else is 33. Now, this is paid out on the first of every month. One-star directors get $500 on the first. They get $4 on the 10th for each of those 100 plus people to include the spillover. And they get another $10 team bonus. So as a one-star director, instead of 50, they earn 70. Instead of $25, it's $45. Mr. Bradley guarantees that you're going to earn a minimum of $1,000 per month from all sources of income. If for some reason you fall short, he will cut you a check for the difference as long as you are qualified. And so, as you can see, the other $10 bills that I mentioned, they're right here on the right-hand side. What I love about those $10 bills is sometimes you can earn multiple $10 bills because you cover areas that have not been covered. So let's just use this scenario. I'm going to use myself. Director Latoya Mayberry McCombs is my coach, and she's in my upline. There's two people in between me and her, my sponsor and then her sponsor. Neither one of my sponsor or her sponsor, neither one of the two of them are one-star directors. So on the first of every single month, the company pays me $500. On the 10th, they're giving me $4 times those 100 plus people. Anytime I personally sign somebody up, the company pays me $50 for the sign up, another $10 because I'm a gold builder, another $10 for being a one-star director. They're going to pay that other $10, that third $10 team bonus, to a two-star director, but I'm not a two-star, so I'm not eligible for that $10, that extra 10. Director Mayberry, between her and I, there is not a two-star director. Since she's already surpassed that level, she gets $10 for being a two-star, $10 for being a three-star, $10 for being a four-star, and $10 for being the five-star. So when I personally sign somebody up, anybody on my team sign somebody up, these $10 bills can make you flat out wealthy, because every time something happens in my organization, because I don't have any other gold builders, if I sign somebody up, I'm getting the extra 20, and Miss Mayberry McCombs gets the extra 40. Anytime somebody gets started on my team, because there's no 2, 3, 4, or 5-star outside of her, she gets $40 every time something happens on my team. That's absolutely amazing, y'all. Now, I'm not going to go through all the star levels because you know how everybody is getting paid. But what I want you to see now is the part that I say is mind blowing. For those who took out their calendars like I asked you to, I told you to put the number in the corner of how many checks you make per month. And then I want you to flip your calendar to the month of May, last month. And then I want you to listen closely. Thursday, April 30th was on a Tuesday, right? There are some people who got a travel commission check or the overrides. That was Tuesday. The very next day was the 1st. That means directors got a check. The very next day was Thursday. That means if you had a weekly pay, you got another check. That's 3 checks in the first week of last month. Now let's move to the second week. The 9th was on the Thursday. So if you signed somebody up, you had $10 bills coming, $25 bills coming, you got a check on Thursday the 9th. And then if you got a matrix that's unlocked, you got another check on Friday the 10th. That's 2 weeks so far and 5 checks. Let's go to the next week. Wednesday was the 15th. Some people got travel overrides or they got a travel check. That's 6 checks. And then Thursday was the very next day. So they got their weekly checks. That's 7 checks. And we just in the 3rd week. Let's move to the 4th week of last month. On the 23rd, it was only 1 check that happened that week because some people signed somebody up, got the $10 bills or the $25 bills. Now, the last week of that month, the 30th was on a Thursday. So some people got a check on that Thursday. The 31st, some people got a check because that was the last day of the month. So that's travel. And then Saturday was the 1st again. Can I tell you that Director Mayberry, because I know she done tapped into every check that's out there, she got 11 checks. 11. So y'all, when we talk about living paycheck to paycheck, it's not a bad thing. Why is it not a bad thing? Because it's okay to live paycheck to paycheck if you get 2 or 3 checks in the same week. So that right there is Planet Marketing's compensation plan. Does every month pay out like that? No. It just happened to be a perfect storm with the month of May because there were 5 Thursdays in that month. So anybody have any questions? Because I know there's another Zoom coming up. Does anybody have any questions about anything that I just shared with you about the compensation plan for Planet Marketing? If that was eye-opening for you and you can find the chat, I just want you to put wow, because that's what it was for me. Just imagine a person like me, retired from the military, waiting for 1 check on the 1st of every single month, and to stumble, eavesdrop my way into this business where I have access to 7 more streams of income with Planet Marketing and a stream with IntelliTravel. So any questions? Now is definitely the time. I got about 3 minutes to take questions. Anybody have questions? Well, Janae, there are no questions. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Thank you for allowing me to share.
That's because you're such a good teacher. But I just want to do a check on learning. Y'all know me. We got to do a check on learning. So it's a military thing. So I want somebody, the first one who throws in the chat, she said you start out your month, the investment is $200, right? Of that $200, where does that money go for the distributor? What's coming out of that $200? She broke it down Barney style. Who can put that in the chat? Where does that $200 go? Because people want to know. And when you're able to tell your prospect this information, that tells them the confidence that you have in your organization, in your business, and you're confident about talking about the money. You might come across that person who's a red. I see India, you said 70. 70 is going where? So let me give you an example. Okay, $200, of that $200, $50 is going to you. Because you're getting paid at the direct commission of $50 for bringing on a new business partner. Congratulations. So now that leaves $149 left over. And then she said the next one, which is the 50% match, is going to, and then you take that out. That is important to know. And I just want to make sure you guys did not miss where it originates from. All right, let's see what Miss Kim says. She says $50 goes to the sponsor, 50% check match, which is $25, the $10 team bonus. Okay, so Miss Gloria, can you go over that one more time? Because I want to make sure that they got it, and then I'll let you go.
Sure. You have the person pays their $200 investment, and I say they pay their $200 investment because $19.95 Planet Marketing, $179.95 and teletravel, that's the $199.90. Of that money that's paid out, and Planet Marketing is going to pay $50 to the person who made the sale, $25 to their sponsor, $10 to the gold builder, $10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5-star directors. That's $135 that is paid out to the field. The company only keeps $65.
So Kim, you got the breakdown. We just need that equal 100 and 135 and finish the rest of it. The company keeps this much and the rest goes, because some people are like that. One of the things, well, these people are making all the money. No, when you can tell them, no, the money goes back into the organization. It goes back to the people. And this is all that the corporation is keeping.
And Janae, the thing that's most important is that we don't need any investors to invest in the company so that the company can pay people. We're paying ourselves. The money is coming from within, so to speak. And so that's why we're not a public company. People aren't getting shares or anything. Mr. Bradley wants to make sure everything happens as it's supposed to. And the one thing that I didn't go into, which is the Planet Marketing Pledge, just know that as a director in the company, when you pass away, your team is still growing, people are still working, and your family is still receiving these $50 bills, the $25 bills, the matches, the $4, all of that is going to your family because your family can pick the business up and continue to work it and they got to pay their overhead, of course. But that's the beauty of the company, is that you can leave that business to whomever you deem your heir.
Good. That's good. And I put the formula in there for the matrix just in case you guys, because I know that's big. You guys just have to, I just started it. You have to finish it on. And then the other point, just want you to take home, the override, the $39.95. Remember that Director Summersall, the 4 times the 9 levels, that's $36. Take that from the overhead. Again, it goes back to our point that we're paying ourselves, taking out the middleman. So all the money and the proceeds go back to the people. Again, knowledge is power. Educating yourself and being able to convey this information is very good to someone who is a red, who wants to know about this money.
And then you want to
only $3.
Those $4 bills, it's not paid 9, it's paid to 9 people. That's important. It's paid to 9 people. And the reason I say people is because when I first got started, I thought I made money. Ellen got 4, she's my sponsor, and then her sponsor, and all the way to Mr. Bradley, but that's not how it works, because as it trickles down into your matrix, you're just going 9 people deep. And those 9 people are the ones who get paid. Whether they're on your team or they're not, they get paid. You get paid for those people. Whether they're on your team or not, you get paid for those $4 bills.
So if y'all want to look and see what that's like, go into your Planet back office and look at, is it the genealogy? No, it's not the genealogy. Which one is it?
The matrix.
It's the matrix. So when you look, because you're gonna see people in there that you don't even know. You're like, who this person? Who this person? Who this person, Hoppo? That is what Miss Gloria Summersall is talking about. Not the genealogy, that's you. But when you look in your matrix, you're gonna see these people, and that's your $4.
And
Your
so if you don't do
$4.
anything else in this business, become a goal builder so that you can tap into those other streams of income that you don't have access to right now. If you're not a goal builder, you haven't unlocked all levels of your matrix. You're not getting the 10% match or overrides for travel, and you're not getting the 10% overrides for the matrix, for the residual component. You're not receiving those. And we want you to get those $10 bills as well, but you won't get those until you become a goal builder. That's why we always say, go, become a goal builder so you can tap into that money. Don't leave nothing on it. If you decide that you just don't want the money, call me. I'll take it.
Don't leave the money on the table. All right.
I'm gonna take one for the team, right?
Thank you so much, Director Summersall. You guys, if you don't have any more questions, this is a wrap for our income producing activity. It is streaming on YouTube. So if you didn't catch something or you missed something because you were driving, I encourage you to go back and look at the replay and again, take some copious notes and come back to the table and ask some questions on things that you may not understand. So with that, you guys go forth and prosper. Thank you for showing up for your success. The next couple of things that we have opportunity meeting that's coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be doing a travel portion. Director Arian Raxter will be doing the compensation plan. And then following that, we will have our travel training with our very own director. Is coming. She's about to birth her baby. But travel ambassador Shanika Bailey, I always call her my battle, so that I got to get the right Dr. Bailey for you guys. All right. So thank you so much again for coming in. You guys take care. Stay true to you. Be blessed. Bye-bye. Thank you again, Director Summersall.
You're very welcome.
Bye, everybody.